Hey guys, so today I'm gonna try the King Arthur recipe for the supersized super soft chocolate chip cookies, and this is the recipe. You can stop the video at this point and take a snapshot of it if you like, of the ingredients, but I'm gonna go through the ingredients with you. Okay, so we have 426 grams of light brown sugar, not dark brown sugar. The recipe says light brown sugar. I'm just going to follow through. And then we have 330 grams of bread flour. This is not normal flour. The recipe is a bit strange, it's a bit weird, but we're going to find out if it works. Okay, so 330 grams of bread flour, and out of that 330 grams, this is 23 grams that we're leaving aside that we're going to use to make the tanjong later. Okay, yes, like I said, a very different recipe. And then we have 113 grams of whole milk. Okay, 1 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, but I have put 2 tablespoons here just because I like it more. We also need, if we go back to the recipe, we also need 2 teaspoons of table salt, and we also need 226 grams of unsalted butter, which we're going to cut into 1-inch pieces, which I'm going to do right now, and then we're going to move on to the next step, which is browning our butter. Okay, so I'm going to add the salt to the flour. So it's 2 teaspoons, this is half a teaspoon, so that's 2 teaspoons of salt, and we're going to get started on that. Okay, so this is 226 grams of butter, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt this and brown this, and then we're going to add this to the brown sugar and see how it goes. Okay, so that's the butter browning, and we're going to take it a bit further until it's completely brown. So as the butter melts, you can see that it's got a very creamy, yellowy texture. It will clarify as it starts to brown, and then you will see a separation of the brown bits at the bottom of the pan, and then a more clarified liquid, which is the clarified butter, that will be on top. So that's what we're going to do, and we're going to see if we can take this further along, just for a couple more minutes. So it's now sizzling a bit, and we're just going to keep stirring this to distribute the heat evenly, and then we're going to come back. Okay, so this is getting to a point where it's now really going. I'm just going to get it until it's got a nice light brown color. Okay, can you see now that it's become a transparent yellow, and the milk solids have sunk to the bottom? So we're just going to take this a little bit further until it becomes brown, so that we can, and it's changing very fast, as you can see. Can you see it browning at the bottom slowly? The color is becoming more intensified, so it'll just be a little bit longer before it becomes brown. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we're getting to the point where the butter is officially browned, and you can see the milk solids turning brown. I'm going to turn this off because I don't want to bring this too far along, because I want it to be a nice light brown. And I'm going to pour this on the brown sugar, and we'll be right back. Okay, so I have the brown butter, and if you can see all the solids at the bottom over there. Okay, and I'm just going to put that all in. As you can see, these are the brown bits. Please put that in, because that's actually the delicious part about it. Is packed full of flavor as well. And yeah, I'm going to add that in to the bowl, the brown sugar, and we're going to stir it to make sure every bit is covered with this. And it's going to be a bit of a gloopy mess. But the instruction says to just keep stirring and stirring and stirring until everything's been absorbed. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully everything will emulgate, come together, and look good. Okay, we'll be right back after a few minutes of stirring. Okay, so I have been stirring this for a while, and I don't know, in the video it looks a lot more fluid at this point. This does not look fluid at all. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because the recipe called for 226 grams of browned butter, but I don't know because I'm now thinking when you brown butter, water evaporates. So do they need 226 grams to go into this? Because that was definitely not 226 grams of butter. That was a lot less. So you would have to melt, I think, maybe 250 grams of butter, unsalted butter, to get 226 grams, because definitely the water content has definitely evaporated. So I don't know if it's because of that this, yeah, sugar is not looking as fluid as it does in the King Arthur video. So not very sure, but okay. So anyway, once you're done stirring, we're going to leave this to cool one side, and we're going to get on working with our tanchong, and which is our milk and bread paste that they usually use for bread, but we're going to use this to make cookies, so we're going to get started on that. Okay, so now I'm going to add the milk in the pan, and this is whole milk as recommended in the recipe, and then I'm going to add the flour, 23 grams of flour, and that's a little bit there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to whisk this until there are no lumps, and cook this over a low flame until we get a paste. Okay, so this has happened pretty fast, but it's whisked now, and now I'm going to switch to, it's thickened pretty fast. I'm going to switch to spatula, and okay, oh wow, okay, I don't know if it's supposed to happen this fast. Okay, but I'm going to turn off the heat just because I think it's going a little fast. I don't know why it's so hot. Okay, so there we go. Yep. Okay, so that's the tanchong, and what we're going to do is we're going to add this to the sugar, okay? Okay, so now adding this pasty thing to the sugar. I don't know about you guys, but I have never come across a cookie recipe that uses this. I've never come across it before. Yeah, so this is a bit strange for me. But what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to just mix it until there are no lumps and everything is incorporated and a nice paste. And so we're gonna do that, and well, this looks a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, this looks really weird. It's strange. Okay. I still have a little bit of this behind. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the lumps out. Don't know how successful I'm gonna be, but Yeah. Wow, this is let's just hope we get some cookies out of this crazy recipe. I hope so. Anyway, I'll be back once I'm able to make some sense of this thick, gloopy mess. Okay, so now we're gonna try whisking it and see if that helps with incorporating the butter, which seems to have separated from the mix, to see if it's any better. I don't know, but let's see. I don't know, it doesn't look anything like what they showed on the video. It's kind of, yeah, a little misleading right now. Okay, so trying this out and seeing whether it works. I'll be back. As I'm whisking, we're supposed to add 2 cold eggs, so we're going to add 1 at a time. Whisk, whisk, whisk quickly. Whisk it very fast, whisk it very fast, whisk it very fast. Whisk it very fast, whisk it very fast. And we keep adding it, whisk some more. 2 cold eggs. And apparently these 2 cold eggs are supposed to bring the temperature of this mix down. Yeah. And then we're going to add our vanilla extract in, which I don't know if taking every little bit because vanilla is crazy expensive. Mix it a little bit until we get a little bit more smoother. In the meantime, I'm gonna add the baking soda to the flour, along with the baking powder to the flour. And yeah, I'm just gonna pull that in. And yeah, and then we're gonna slowly add this to the mix now. See what happens. Okay, so we're gonna add this tablespoon by tablespoon. Not fast, slow. So we're gonna do this very slowly. Okay. Honestly, I would do this on a stand mixer just because it's easier to do it on a stand mixer. I had a lot of helpers today, so you want to take some and put it in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
This?
Yeah.
Put it in?
Yeah.
Can I call Lizzie?
No. Okay.
I want to try.
Alright, let's go.
Lizzie, look at what I'm doing.
Okay, so the last of the flour goes in.
Can I try?
No, this is a bit hard. It's quite difficult. Do you want to give it a trip go? Let's go.
Hold it together?
Yeah, hold
Can you
together.
Hold the bowl, Auntie Maria? Auntie Maria, hold the bowl.
Auntie Maria, hold the bowl, please. Okay, ready?
I don't.
Okay. Oi, oi. Okay. So we're gonna scrape everything and make sure there is no flour bits at the sides or at the bottom. And okay, so we've done that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this rest in the fridge for, how long did they say? About 10 to 15 minutes before we fold in the chocolate chips later on in 15 minutes. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to use cling film and put this in the fridge for 15 minutes and see how it goes. Okay, so I pulled these out. So these were 50 grams. The recipe calls for 90 grams. I don't want huge cookies. I want more cookies. So I did them in 50 grams and put them in for 16 minutes. I just pulled them out. Circle method where you kind of go round and round with a round circle there. So let's see if that works. Yeah. Okay, all right, let's see if this method works. I don't know if this is working to make it round, but I don't think this can fit. Okay, well, okay, for everyone who has tried this out there, does this actually work? I don't know. Clearly this, okay, let's see. Okay, that one's a little big. That one's spread out a little bit more. I don't know, does it look more round? I think it looks a little bit more rounder, so yeah, okay, now the taste test. Just to add, they went in at about 180 degrees, okay, for 16 minutes, and these are 50-gram balls. Yeah, so just need to remember that. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. Okay, so this is, it's a bit soft. It's not hard, can you see? It's soft, all right? I don't know if I should be doing this when it's still... Oh, that is lovely. Can you see? It's all nice and soft and chewy. Okay, let's taste it and see. Hey guys, so this has been resting for 3 days right now. And what I'm going to do is I am going to weigh it out into 50-gram balls. And then I'm going to put it here and put it back in the fridge for just a little while. And then we are going to see what we can do with this. And we're going to bake it at 180 degrees for about 15 minutes. Oh wow, it's a bit hard. Okay.